I want a situation where they will do it professionally. There are professionals in the universities who can set questions, better questions for them. I want a situation where, sincerely, if I have my way, I will tell them to rely on JAMB result alone. If they come in and they cannot make it, show them their ways. And now I attended the fair. We were 27 in my class. I'm not saying it was good. Only 7 of us reached the final year in the maths physics group. I'm not saying it's okay. That's a lot of wastage. But those who fell by the way, they still came up finally. So there are ways by which the university can check the abilities of these children. If they do the right thing, even in the first year, second year. So let them come in, prove their worth. If they cannot, send them out and bring in another set, which is, it's been happening before. So it's not a new thing. So I will expect the universities to even come together and do what University of Lagos and some other universities are doing. They have what they call JUPEP. It's equivalent to IJMB, Interim Joint Matriculation Board examination, being conducted by universities like ABU, Uniloring, and some others. Now, University of Lagos has come with a model also, which is equivalent to A-level. So why can't we do that too? But unfortunately, some universities still do post-UTME for A-level candidates. What do we mean by that? To me, it seems it's a way of collecting money. All right, let them do it without collecting money. I will like that. That is my recommendation. Do post-UTME, don't collect money. And let us see.
Professor Ojerinde, we have to take a break now. And we ask that you please join us again after this break. Ojerinde, before we went on break, you were insinuating that the universities were exploiting these children by setting these post-UTME exams. But I know that JAMB is also being criticized by the candidates themselves for asking for all kinds of monies, for downloading forms, for downloading letters. How do you defend that?
Okay. Before 2007, candidates used to get their letters through post office. And some of them will never get it until after a year. There were cases, if we want to be sincere. And I'm saying no, that thing should stop. I remember in 2007 when I came to JAMB, and around May, there was a crowd in front of our office. Candidates looking for their letters of admission, and my staff went out. They were calling them one by one. I said, is this the best way by which you can give them letters? Well, we finished that one. Then we went to the board, to the drawing board with my management. I said, look, they can get these letters on internet, even in their rooms. Instead of coming from Lagos to Buhari, a journey of one day, then you sleep over there in Buhari. The following morning, you struggle. In the process, you get injured, you get cheated, by touts and things like that. No, stay in Lagos. From Lagos, go to internet. You get your letter of admission. And it's happening now. So they don't need to come. Technology has changed things. But of course, we have to pay for it. I'm using a bandwidth on the internet. We are paying for the bandwidth. It's not free. If it were free, I would have said, okay, don't pay for it. Just pay, take anything you like. But the bandwidth is there. It's costing us a lot. So we have to. If government can give me, believe me, all the money is for each candidate, say about 7,500 per candidate, I won't take anything from the candidate again. It's possible. Right. Again,
so it costs about 7,500 to examine each candidate.
If you go and put all these things into practice, government is subsidizing heavily. Despite that, we take 5,000 from them. I'm telling you. And somebody wants result from the exam that, okay, we say, okay, use your number, your registration number, okay, to get the result. But you are using somebody's internet service. That person will charge you. So the money doesn't necessarily come to us, but it's obvious that you must pay for the service. If the service is rendered, why don't you want to pay for it? That is my own argument.
Every year there's a large population of applicants, and despite the fact that there are this many federal, state and private tertiary institutions, there's still not enough spaces to go around. What is the way out? Nigerians still spend billions of naira sending children to schools abroad.
Yes, I want to thank you for this question. There are many private universities in this country that are yearning for students. And it will be cheaper for our Nigerians to go to private universities in this country instead of even going to Ghana, Accra there. There are beautiful universities in this country, private. Go to Elizade in Ondo State.
And they're struggling to fill that quota.
Nobody. They don't get candidates. Go to Afe Babalola. They are still looking for candidates. Go to Covenant. Go to Landmark. Go to Redeemer. They are beautiful universities. But instead of spending 500,000 naira on our children in Nigeria, we prefer to go and spend 2 million naira on them in Accra. This is wrong.
Are these universities necessarily better in quality than the ones here? I
can assure you, a lot of them are better than Malaysian universities that our children attend. Nigerian universities are of good standard. But unfortunately, whatever belongs to us, we don't value until we lose it.
There are two problems here. From what I perceive, from speaking with you and from speaking to people, there are a lot of candidates who want to get into universities. Yes. Many of them want to go to the public universities where tuition is cheaper.
That's it.
And there are not enough spaces to go to those universities.
I agree.
They can't afford to go to the private universities, which they don't have the money, because and those ones are seeking to admit more students.
Yes.
The parents who do have money would rather send their children abroad,
which I think is stupid, isn't it?
So actually, there are three issues here.
When you have the money to spend abroad, 2 million naira per year on your kid abroad, whereas here you spend 500,000 and you get the same thing, or even more. You see, they are deculturalizing the children to go for bachelor's degree abroad. You are not imbibing the culture of this land in them. You have now taken a 16, 18-year-old, you say, go and school in England, go and school in US, go and school in Malaysia. Hey, what of the culture of this country? Gradually, we are ruining it. But I think it's better we let our children finish their bachelor's degree in Nigeria. They know our culture, so that we're not breeding another mutalab, or what to call them. And, let them know our culture, our ways of doing things. After that, they can go and do a cross-cultural, have cross-cultural experience in graduate work, and then come back. I don't hate foreign education. It's good. But I'm saying, have the basic one from Nigeria first. Of course, some people accuse me of saying, where did my children go? I have 4 children. They all schooled in Nigeria. I can bet it. Okay?
But by the way, do you agree with those who say there's too much emphasis on paper qualification?
Yeah, well, now, so far, some jobs don't deserve paper qualification. But it's coming to that stage when, if you want to be a stewardess or a service person in the hotel, you must have paper qualification. You must go to technical education to have the certificate that you will be a good service person in that place. So we are using paper there now, aren't we? And if you are able to have education, paper qualification, you will perform better than those who don't have. This is obvious. Even if you want to be a farmer, and if you have education with it,